Hello everyone, and welcome back to Doki Doki Literature Club. Now, you might see this screen. My previous save files been found. Would like to delete your saves data and start over. We're gonna delete. Yeah, we're gonna delete our existing data. Jeez. Okay. So, um, obviously we gotta just gonna reopen the game. Um, I'll tell you why in a second. Why we did this. Obviously we know the game warnings and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm gonna tell you why because the past few videos have been insane. So let's just get set up, right? So I'm gonna just go ahead and full screen the game so I can show you guys, or so this can make a little more sense here. So the game's actually full screened, and so you're paying attention and you're actually seeing the entire game, right? It's not just like my PC and stuff on my PC. I want this to be about the game, right? Obviously. Anyway, so you guys know how the past few videos I said, well, maybe we can go back and save Sayori, right? Maybe we could do that. I have some news. So there's a lot of news I need to explain. Obviously, we read this dialogue before, and I'm gonna have to go through this a lot of times probably. I don't know yet. I'm gonna probably not read it. Okay, so basically, the past few videos have been just a waste of time, right? I think I said it was in the last video that the few past videos were a waste of time, and they were, because I was doing this completely wrong, and basically I had no idea what I was doing. I look back now, and I realize how stupid I was for trying or doing what I was doing for the past few videos, which was playing through the game over again, right? Here's the thing. What we're trying to do for the past few videos were we were trying to save Sayori, right? I thought that you could save Sayori from death. Simple answer, you can't. As a matter of fact, you can't save any of the girls from death. Or, I guess, quote unquote death. I don't know. Natsuki doesn't really die. Natsuki doesn't really die in the game. She just gets deleted at the end. Kinda. So, here's the thing. You can't save Sayori. You can't save any of the girls. There's a simple ending for, seeing special parts of the game, and based off of what I read, from the official wiki of this game, it's going to probably take a few more videos, guys. This might take 15 or 16 videos or episodes. Obviously, the past videos have been so long, right? They've been very lengthy, like an hour, an hour, an hour, constantly. And the reason why is because most of this videos is just me doing the exact same thing, right? I would just say, okay, time to continue, and then it would just be me reading for the rest of the video, reading funny, unique dialogue, and yeah, that's basically what the past videos were. I don't want this video to be like those, but I mean, what can I do? I'll still read some dialogue because I love this game, right? This game is very funny, it's hilarious. I really want to read some of the funny dialogue, right? So I'm just explaining. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? Okay, so I'm gonna just explain. I finally bite down. Okay, I'm gonna explain for real. There's an ending. There's 3 endings, right? We already got one of them. There's 2 more. One of them will require us to see special scenes, right? Scenes of the game. Now here's the thing. I actually have seen some of these already. Here's the problem with that, okay? So you guys saw in the last video how I was making a choice on whether I would just... I kind of forgot, but basically in the last video, um, well, I need to... Well, okay, I'm gonna say this first. This game has acts, or something like that. I don't exactly know, but they're basically parts. We can call them parts, okay? So Act 1 is before Sayori's death. Act 2 is when we, after Sayori's death, when we get back into the game and play the game without Sayori. Act 3 is the Monica thing, and Act 4 is what happens after you delete Monica. Now, how will this, relate to this video? It will relate to this video to help us get these endings, right? Now here's the thing. All those scenes, right? In part 8 or 9, or whichever part that we got the first ending, I speculated that maybe because like at the end of the game, it shows images. Some of those images will be grayed out, like they'll be gray, like grayscale, if you haven't seen them. And I speculated that maybe you would have to see all of those for a special ending. I was correct. You do have to see all those for a special ending, but the thing is, you have to make up a specific save file, right? And you have to use that save file to get that ending. Now here's the thing. To get all of those scenes, you have to write poems specifically for each character, except Monica. Or you have to write poems for Natsuki, Yuri, and Sayori. Because if you write poems for each one of them, you'll get all their scenes. Now, I could be wrong with saying what I'm about to say, because I don't exactly remember, but I think I've seen all of them except one. And the one I haven't seen was with Natsuki, and I don't know how I didn't see it, because in the first playthrough, I thought I was writing poems for Natsuki. Maybe I just didn't impress her enough. I don't know how this will all work out in the end when we get there, but basically I'm gonna just explain. We need to make a save file before the first poem, and what we need to do is we only need one save. I think I might make more just in case. Basically, we need to on one of the saves, which I would probably do on this one. I guess so on one of the saves you have to write poems, and so let's say on the first save, or on the save that this is so hard to explain. When we get there, I'll save the game, and then basically we'll write a poem for one of the girls, right? We'll get all their scenes, and then we'll go back before Act 2, which is after, or when we're playing the game without Sayori. We'll go back, do the poem for a different person, and then we'll repeat that until we have all three, or until we have seen all three of the girls' scenes, and one for Monica. So basically, save the game, write a poem for one of the girls, get all their scenes, and then repeat with another girl. Simple. Here's the problem with that. I don't know how long that will take. Obviously, I'm skipping some of the dialogue. I probably missed some of the unique dialogue, but guys, these videos have been constantly an hour. Just constantly. I want 4 girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But, I'm sorry, I thought, BJ, you all, I'm defenseless. I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear decision when it's like this? So yeah, we need to go all their scenes. There's another ending, but I'll talk about that when we get there. So yeah, we need to, get to the poem. Jeez. Yeah. Can I really impress the class Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I'm already feeling anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat. Yuri not suiting their food. Hey, but isn't already here. Do you want to walk home? That's right. Sayori and I never walk home together in work because he's always there at the school out for clothes. Sure, might as well. Yay. So, I don't know where I'm exactly supposed to save, because I really want to be precise with how I do this. I don't want to mess anything up. Okay, so yeah, we go home. Obviously, we think about the four girls: Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and Monica. Um, we get there, right? Okay, so it's time to write a poem. Jeez, I was about to say it's time to. I think I was about to say the exact same thing. It's time to write a poem. Anyways, it's time to write a poem. Pick words you think your favorite couple member will like. Something good might happen to whoever likes the poem the most. Now, so you now here's something about the poems, right? I didn't read the wiki for much information about specific like words that impress certain or specific members, girls in this game. Basically, most of these words here are things Sayori will like. The problem with that is that when we have to try to impress Natsuki and Yuri later, Sayori could interfere with that. And what I mean is that, let's say I pick something like skipping, for example. It might be a Sayori thing. Um, but obviously we're gonna go with Sayori. Now I don't know how this is exactly work, but I'm gonna go with Sayori first because she's the easiest. Um, I don't know how this is actually. I don't know how this is exactly gonna go, but I'm trying my best. So as far as I remember, Sayori likes um words like empty, right? So that's a Sayori thing, right? Lazy, that's a Sayori thing. We know. We have to pick words that will, they're kind of similar to these girls. It's as simple as that, right? So something like jumpy, right? That's a Natsuki thing. So we kind of have to remember that. So rain cloud, okay, Sayori thing, okay, nice. Um, precious, Sayori thing. Um, tragedy. Now I'm gonna just pick words that I think Sayori will like. So like, look at this horror, right? We don't want to pick horror. That's definitely a Yuri thing. I could be wrong. I don't know if I'm wrong. But I see horror being a Yuri thing because obviously Yuri is into horror, right? I could be wrong, but I'm not gonna pick horror because it just doesn't make sense. Hair, I remember hair being a Natsuki thing, so I'm not gonna pick hair. I'll probably jump is a Natsuki thing. This is gonna be kind of difficult, you know. I mean, like, geez. I don't know if writing poems for specific characters mean you have to actually impress them only, but we'll see. Eternity is a Yuri thing. Pain. So yeah, I'm gonna try my best here. It's gonna be kind of difficult. I don't even know. Dark. Okay. Hopeless. See, this is kind of easier. Graveyard. That's a Yuri thing, I think. Fear is probably a Yuri thing. Vivacious. Okay. Well, this is difficult because, geez, Louise, man. Okay. So we have Destiny. That's a Yuri thing, I think. Marshmallow. Okay. Hmm. Okay. So let's go with hmm, Cry. That's a Sayori thing. Sweet, vibrant, dazzle tone, color, soft, disoriented, rainbow, meteor games. Okay. Laugh. I don't know which one of these laughed the most. Probably Sayori, yeah. Um, loud. We know Natsuki's loud. That'll definitely be easier later on. When we see loud and we're trying to impress Natsuki, we pick loud. All right. Um, together. Okay. Lollipop, misfortune, total prayer, spinning, excitement, inferno, sunset, fantasy, vacation. Um, spinning. Okay. Sing. So last time I think I remember picking sing, and it's a Natsuki thing. So we can actually remember some of these words for later characters. So sing is a Natsuki thing. Loud is a Natsuki thing. I think hair is a Natsuki thing. I know some things for Yuri as well, like probably nature. I think Sayori could be a cage one. Cage could be for Sayori. Let's see. Okay, nope. I don't know this game well. I don't know the characters well. I think it makes more sense to say I don't know the characters well, but it's whatever. So here's the thing. I don't know how this will go. Manga is literature. Sayori, that's because your room is such a mess. You two are really good friends, aren't you, Sayori? Oh, you even brought up that. Not really, don't be shy. It's really nothing. Never mind. Sayori made it sound like it's something more than it has to be. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I expect anything in the first place. So any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. You make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make it a big deal if we don't want it to be. Alright, well here. You reached into a bag and pulled out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. And we could, discuss it if you wanted. This is how this girl accidentally being so cute. She picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expect wanted to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Sarah and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face like read in a book. Can't help but notice her intense expression like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsu gets rummaging around in the closet. Hold up. Okay. That line. I think I was looking back at one of my videos. That her there's actually a screenshot of her in the closet. We gotta get that. And I think you can actually trigger that if Natsuki likes your poem the most. So we'll try that when we get there. So yeah, it looks like no one's really bothered today. I'm feeling really tired to read. Probably gonna be really lame. We can't give up. Our festival is a chance to show everyone what literature is all about. The problem is that the idea of the literature club sounds too dense and intellectual, but it's not like that at all. We just need a way of showing that to everyone. Something that speaks to their creative minds. That doesn't solve the problem though. What do you mean? If we didn't come up with something like that. So it's more important to figure out how to get people to show up in the first place. After they come, we can do the thing to speak to their creative minds. What's this? Sarah's taking this really seriously. That's a good point. You think food would do the trick? I guess it could. Cupcakes. I think we'll go do that. You're right. Now she can make the best cupcakes. Cupcakes speak to my tummy. Anyways, I'm hungry. I found myself smiling. In the end, Sarah is still her usual self. But therein lies the unexpected reason I admire her. Unlike me, who has trouble finding any motivation at all, Sayori can put her mind to things and make them come to life. I suppose that's why I end up letting her get on my case about things. I can't help but wonder what it would be like to see the world through her eyes. Oh wow, I opened my eyes to find Sayori's face within my vision. I knew it while in my chair. Sorry. Wait, actually, I'm not sorry at all. It's your fault for sleeping like that. This isn't the napping club. Does school have a napping club? You're staying up late again, aren't you? Now that you're in the club, we're gonna have less time for anime. But that's so loud. It's true though. I know. You're always looking up for me, Sayori. It's what I do best. You're still oversleeping every day, aren't you? Not every day. Not very convincing. How many days have you overslept? It's a secret. Come on. At least give me the benefit of the doubt. Can't even do that. Sayori's written all over you. She glances all over herself. Look, your hair's sticking out everywhere. I run my fingertips down her. I run my fingertips down her. I forgot. I run her fingertips down her outfit, I guess. It wasn't just your hair. Look, your brow isn't straight either. There's a toothpaste in your collar right there. I try to wipe off the stain with my finger. But nobody would ever notice that. Of course they would. No one's gonna tell you about it because they don't want to embarrass you. Fortunately, I really don't care about that. Hey, you meanie, and you don't have to keep your blazer buttoned up. Seriously, Sayori, why do you think you don't have a boyfriend yet? That's super mean. Sorry, but you'll thank me later. Start to button your blazer from the bottom. Let's see how much better, but you'll change your mind. So yeah, I'm gonna tell you guys every single screenshot. This is a screenshot. Um, I think they're called CGs or something like that. I don't know what a CG is, but in this case, the CG is basically a screenshot. This is what we need for the good ending. So yeah, so funny you don't say that. You make me feel weird. I like this. I guess be careful. The butt might come off. Does the thing fit properly? Did when I brought it? What are you smiling about? It means my boob. Jeez, it means my boobs got bigger again. But it's so stuffy. It's not worth it at all. So yeah, we already have one so far, I think. So he puts her arms out and pulls around. What kind of logic is that? Where he's saying that like it's a good thing? Because if I had a boyfriend, he wouldn't let you do things like this. He'd take care of me better than anyone else would anyway. That's why I'm keeping it unbuttoned. Stop saying all these embarrassing things. I didn't say anything embarrassing. Jeez. Well anyway, just focus on trying to wake up a little earlier. Only if you focus on going to bed earlier. Fine, it's a deal. I guess really are better taking care of each other than we do take care of ourselves. So maybe you should come wake me up in the morning. You're doing it again, Sayori. But I was joking that time. It's impossible to tell you sometimes. So, okay, everyone, Monica's second calls out. Why don't we share the poems we wrote now? Yay, Vita, can't wait to read yours. Yeah, same. I feel it's not enthusiastic. Yeah, however that session ends, I can't believe I get something so embarrassing. I can't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. But now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait. Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Yours is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. And Suki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I did the same myself. Okay, jeez. Well, I guess we go in order. I feel most comfortable sharing with Sayori first. She's my good friend after all. And dot. Oh my goodness, this is so good, BJ. Eh? I love it. I had no idea you were such a good writer. Sayori, you must be seriously overreacting. I'm not a good writer at all. I also have no idea what I'm doing. Well, maybe that's why. Because I have no idea what I like either. Jeez, I'm sure yours are pretty nice to be a little more constructive than this. Maybe even not Suki's. Are you sure you don't like it just because I wrote it? Eh? Well, I'm sure that's part of it. I think I understand you better than a lot of other people, you know? So when I read your poem, it's not just a poem. It's a BJ poem. And that makes it feel extra special. Like I can feel your feelings in it. Yuri hustled a sheet of paper against her chest. You're so weird, Sayori. I'm really happy that you just wrote one. I'm really happy just that you wrote one. It just reminds me of how you're really a part of this club now. Not to mention the fact I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet. That doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? It's like I said before, BJ. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Trying new things like this for other people. It's something that only really good people do. Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny knowing how much this means to her after all. I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That'll be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm gonna hold you to that then. Yay! Now you read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. We'll see about that. Okay. Dear sunshine, the way you go through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me, kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky's blue, it's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever, but I'm not mad, I want breakfast. Sayori, let's just guess what. Did you wait until this morning to write this? No, just a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit to answer the question. I forgot to do it last night. Don't be mean, I still tried my best. I didn't mean to say it was a bad poem. Or it came out nice, but how do I put it? It sounds just like you. Really? Yeah. Especially that last line. I made eggs and toast. Even though you're late to school, it's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. This was so much fun. Monica's the best. Yeah. But next time I won't forget. I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I look forward to it. Okay, not Suki time. Dot dot dot. Dot. Well, it's about what I expect from someone like you. That's a little blunt. Well, excuse me. And like I said, it was bad. It just didn't evoke in me any emotions. Basically, it's not cute enough for your taste. Do you want to get smacked? I'll pass. Well, anyway, I guess I need to show you mine. Not that you'll like it. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, cookies can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. Yeah, I told you they were gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone has to think that writing is boring and stuff. Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like it when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. Singing from writing to great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. I guess I wrote rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feelings in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, I guess not. It's not to humor with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki's feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Okay, Yuri. Dot. Hmm. Dot dot dot. Yours is the poem. A minute passes more than enough time for her to finish reading. Um, oh, sorry. I forgot to start speaking. Um, it's fine, don't force yourself. I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay, this is your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah. Why do you ask? I'm just making sure. I guess that it might be after reading through it. Ah, so it's that bad? No. Did I just raise my voice? I'm so sorry. Your brushed her face in her hands. I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we really haven't gotten anywhere. It might take you a while to get used to new people. It's fine, I really didn't notice. What were you saying? Oh, right. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. I haven't been through that myself. I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I've recognized in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and then form fit the two together. The result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. When she finds her train of thought, sense of her demeanor totally changes. Her stamina is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. Of course, it's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. And Sue can be a little bit biased though. Biased how? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if yours apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. You might have to read the poem now. Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily as if that's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Ah, the ghost in the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green heat of the future. I bathe. Calm, breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers, I flicker back. Dot dot dot. I'm sorry, I have such terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read. Well, I just don't read script very often. I just think your handwriting's pretty. That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. This is the first time sharing. I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Haha. Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, BJ. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. Remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn, putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing, really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things too. Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying. I'm kinda on you. Okay, Monica. Hi, BJ. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. Much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Haha, don't worry, BJ. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But that's sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past it. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. I like this one. It makes me think of something Sayori would like. Is that so? You and Sayori are really good friends, right? Wouldn't be surprised if you had those sorts of things in common. Nah, well, we may be good friends, but Sayori and I are actually really different. Hmm. Well, that may be the case. But maybe there are also some similarities that you wouldn't expect. The way she talks about you, it sounds like the two of you really care about each other's well-being. Even if you show it in different ways, it ends up being more similar than you think. So I think that's the kind of vibe I get when reading your poem. Hmm. You sure you're not reading it into it too much? I could be. Oh gosh, I sound like Yuri. But in any case, Sayura's writing has kind of a gentle feel to it. I can tell that she likes exploring with emotions like happiness and sadness. You know, That line kind of helps me a little. I mean, not. I mean, it. I don't know. Basically, what I'm trying to say is that maybe she's kind of hinting at like what Sayori likes, as in, I can tell that she likes exploring with emotions, right? Like happiness and sadness. Like, you know, so Sayori likes emotions. She likes exploring with emotions, like happiness and sadness. That could help us for when we write more poems. You know that someone so happy would enjoy sad things too. Yeah, that's totally unexpected. Well, to each their own, and you shouldn't be afraid to experiment a little bit either. I sure end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit biased with their own kinds of styles. But I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. Oh, Mole, it couldn't have been me. See, the direction the spackle protrudes. It was a neighbor and your boyfriend, I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see it. I reel blind like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late, my retinas already scored for the permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep. Stretching forever into everything. A hole with infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in, I was looking out. And he on the other side was looking in. So, what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. So I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. Haha, it's okay. Yeah, that kind of style is getting pretty popular nowadays. There's a lot of poems I've been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. If you find a lot, it can be really powerful. What was the information behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if you know what to put it. I used to say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. Kind of fools my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about these stuff like that because it's kind of coming out strongly. Maybe after everyone's better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Mike's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Phew, I guess that's everyone. I guess around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. You know, if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. This is what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They generally exchange pieces of paper, sharing their respective poems. As I read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration, meanwhile Yuri responds sadly. What's with this language? Eh? Did you say something? I was nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Ah, thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. Yeah? You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple of suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it. And BJ did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me, I appreciate the offer, but it's been a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless, of course, I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And BJ liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. I think something stands up. Oh, I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. And that's not what I. You're a sense of well. Maybe you're just jealous that BJ appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. Huh? And how do you know that he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do really cutesy. Ooh, is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose booth massacre size bigger as soon as BJ started showing up. Not Suki. Not Suki. That's a little. This doesn't involve you. I don't like fighting, guys. Suddenly, both girls turned towards me as if they just knew I was standing there. BJ, she tried to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point in making your poems all convoluted for no reason? Reading should jump it at the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain to her, BJ. But wait, there's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, BJ? Um, well, How did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing, but whoever I hear it, they'll probably think more highly of me. Interesting. So, of course, that's going to be, first of all, I don't know if I need to make, jeez, I don't know if I need to make any saves here. I am, because I am. I'm gonna make saves because I want to make sure, like, because I think it doesn't matter, like, what save you load from, as long as you see all of those images before Sayori's, death, it counts. And since we're going with Sayori, I guess we'll go with help me Sayori again, and Natsuki. Natsuki clears at me, trying up any words I had in my mouth. So I'm going to turn to Yuri. Yuri? Weird's expression is so defensive that I can't bring myself to say anything to her. Sayori. Eh? Yeah, everyone's fighting is making Sayori uncomfortable. How come the two of you keep fighting when you know you're making your friend feel like this? BJ. Well, that's her problem. This isn't about her. I agree. It's unfair for others to inject their own feelings into our conflict. Yeah, unless Sayori wants to tell Yuri what a stubborn jerk she's being. She would never. It's your immaturity that's made her upset in the first place. Excuse me? Are you listening to yourself? This is exactly why nobody likes. Stop. Natsuki, Yuri, you guys are my friends. I just want everyone to get along and be happy. My friends are wonderful people. I love them because of their differences. Natsuki's poems, they're amazing because they give you so many feelings with just a few words. And Yuri's poems are amazing because they paint beautiful pictures in your head. Everyone is so talented. So why are we fighting? Because, well, also, Natsuki's cute and there's nothing wrong with that. And Yuri's boobs are the same as they always were. Big and beautiful. Sayori. Sayori stands triumphantly. Monica stands behind him with a bewildered expression. I'll make some tea. Yuri rushes off. Natsuki sits down with a blank expression on her face, staring at nothing. So, this is why Sayori is vice president. I whispered to Monica. She nods in return. To be honest, I might come off as a good leader and I can organize things, but I'm not very good with people. I couldn't bring myself to interject. That's kind of embarrassing of me. Haha. Nah, it's not like I can blame you. I wasn't able to say anything either. Well, I guess that just means Sayori is amazing in her own ways, isn't she? You could say that. She might be an airhead, but sometimes it's really suspicious that she knows exactly what she's doing. I see. Take good care of her, okay? I would hate to see her get herself hurt. It makes two of us. You can count on me. Monica smiled sweetly at me, causing my stomach to knot. Such a genuine person really does make a good president, regardless of what she says. If only I could get the chance to talk to her a little more. Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How did you all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was alright, almost. Peter, how about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. Maybe you learned something from your friends too. So your poems will turn out even better. I think to myself, I did learn a little more about the kind of poems everyone likes. Then look, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. And I to myself with newfound determination. BJ, ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Sayori beams at me. Surely it's been a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time together. Can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Sayori, about what happened earlier. And what do you mean? Between you and Natsuki, does the thing happen often? No, that's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I just want your opinion, that's all. I can see why they make good friends with you. Phew. BJ, it's nice that I can spend time with you in the club. But I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. I think everyone really likes you too. That's every day is gonna be so much fun. It looks like Sarah still hasn't caught into the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? We'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. I kept Sayori and told her. I said that to myself. I said that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use Sayori as as an in as an internal monologue sometimes. Okay, yeah, let's do this. More poems. I have no idea how this is gonna go. Um, I mean, hmm, okay. I don't know if it's the best option to make a save here. Probably not, but I'm just gonna make save just in case. Um, so let's go. Emotions. I'm gonna try to find emotions, I guess. I have no idea what this could even like. Jeez. Okay. Um, eternity. Okay, that's huh, forgive. Mm, desire. Bubbles. Okay. Party. Destiny. Hopeless. Okay. Not Suki's loud. We already know that. Dark. Mm-hmm. Depression. That's definitely one. Okay. Clumsy. Okay. Cry. Scars. Okay, Scars is a Yuri thing, I think. Infinite's not Sayori. Journey is not Sayori. I mean, Journey could be Sayori, but I don't know. Disaster. Okay. Playground the tongue. Lazy. Lazy. Uh, Shame. Fluffy. Fluffy? Okay. Tears. Hmm. I'm trying to see. Entropy. Okay. Jumpy. I don't know who's Jumpy. Um, let's see. Anger. No. Lucky. Lucky? Okay. Joy sucks. Empty. Twirl me warm. Strawberry. Hope. Okay. Low. Okay. Anxiety. Okay. Interesting. Another day passes and it's time for the club meeting. The club room usually scene greets me. Hi, BJ. Yo, Sayer. Looks like you're in a good mood today. I'm still not used to being in the club. Speaking of which, I'm kind of hungry. No thanks. But that's not like you at all. I have my reasons. Let's look at your purse, Sayori. Why is that all of a sudden? No reason. I just want to look at it. Sayori nervously retrieves her purse. She fumbles with the latch and gets it open. Then she turns it upside down and lets the contents spill onto the desk. And the two small coins fell out. I knew it. I can see right through you, Sayori. That's not fair. How did you even know? It's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have brought a snack before coming to the club room. So either you're not hungry and want an excuse to take a walk, or you plan to conveniently forget that you spent all your money so that I would lend you some. But there's one more thing. You're always hungry. And so that only leaves the one option. Oh, I give up. Don't make me feel guilty. If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. Haha, you were suddenly giggles. Eh? I didn't notice that she was listening in. Her face is in her book as always. I wasn't listening or anything. It was just something in my book. Yuri, tell BJ to let me borrow some money. That's don't get me involved like that, Sayori. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford. And frankly, after pulling a mischievous little stunt like that, your suffering is fair enough retribution. I didn't mean that. I got too absorbed into my book. Uh, I really like it when you speak your mind, Yuri. It doesn't happen much, but it's a fun side of you. There's no way you could think that. You're right, though. I did something bad and now I have to cut the revolution. Retribution. That. Still, coming from you, Sayori. I guess there's a little double side of it, isn't there? Don't let her fool you. Sayori knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you guys she was bringing me to the club before she even told me. But, 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 you wouldn't have come if it weren't for the cupcakes, so I had tricked Natsuki into making them. Come on, give me more credit than that, Sayori. But, Kia, out of nowhere, something smacks Sayori in the face and tumbles to the desk. Ow, what was that? A cookie. Sure enough, it was a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Sayori glances around. Is this a miracle? Just because I paid in restitution. Retribution. Actually, that one almost worked. Ha ha ha. I was just gonna give it to you. But then I heard you blab about the cupcakes. It was totally worth seeing your reaction, though. Ha ha. Natsuki, that's so nice of you. I'm so happy. Sayori has a cookie. She just ate it. Sayori rapidly tears open the wrapper and takes a big bite. So good. Oomph. Sayori suddenly claps her hands in her mouth. I bit my tongue. You're going through a lot just over just one cookie. Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie. Ah, yours looks really good too, Natsuki. Can I try it? Jeez, bakers can't be choosers, but yours is chocolate. Yeah, but why do you think I gave you that one? Fine. Still, I'm really happy that you shared this one with me. Sarah gets out of her seat and goes my nutsack and wraps her arms around her. Ah, jeez, I get it. So hand Natsuki does something. Ah, jeez. Sayori suddenly leans down and takes a bite out of Natsuki's cookie. Hey, did you seriously just do that? Mouthful, Sayori trots away to safety. You and I laugh as well. Yes, you're such a kid sometimes. Monica, can you tell Sayori? Huh? Natsuki glances around. Monica is in the club room. Ugh, where's Monica anyway? Good question. Have any of you heard about? Have any of you heard of anything about her being late today? Not me. Yeah, I haven't either. Hmm. That's a bit unusual. Hope she's okay. Of course she's okay. She probably just had something to do today. She's pretty popular after all. Yeah? You don't think she has a I wouldn't be surprised. She's probably more desirable than all of us combined. And that's true. Excuse me? Suddenly the door swings up. Sorry, I'm super sorry. Ah, there you are. I didn't mean to be late. Maybe because we weren't worried or anything. Eh? Monica chose the club over her boyfriend after all. You're so strong-willed. But boyfriend? What are you talking about? Monica quizzically glances at me. Ah, never mind that. What held you up anyway? Nah. Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kind of just lost track of time. Haha. It makes no sense though. You would have heard the bell ring at least. I must not have heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware you play the music as well, Monica. I don't really. I kind of just started recently. I've always wanted to learn piano. That's so cool. You should play something for us, Monica. Monica looks at me. Maybe once I get a little bit better, I will. Yay, that sounds cool. I also look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, BJ. Monica smiles sweetly. Ah, I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Don't worry. I've been practicing a whole lot recently, and I really love the chance to share once I'm ready. I see. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. So I didn't miss anything, did I? Not really. I chose to leave out Sayori's mischievous escapade. I'm sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyway. It looks like everyone has already settled down. Sayori somehow already finished her entire cookie. Veers back to her book and Natsuki disappears into the closet. BJ. Sayori suddenly comes up to me. I'm gonna get some supplies from another classroom. Want to come with me? Supplies? What for? Well, you know how the festival's coming up. Me and Monica, we're gonna make some posters and stuff. I need to go buy some crayons, markers, and glue sticks. I see. Sure, I'll go with you. Yay. Okay, Monica, we'll be back soon. You're going with Peter to get the supplies. There's no need to trouble yourself. I'd be happy to go with him. But I want to go. It's so much fun exploring empty classrooms and stuff. Okay. It was just a suggestion. I noticed how Sayori said it's fun exploring empty classrooms, like empty. Like, empty. Like, that's a word that Sayori likes, for the poems. I just thought I'd point that out. See if you can find poster paper too, okay? Okay. Ready, BJ? Yep, let's go. Sarah and I exit the club room. I follow her behind. Sarah humps and skips around the hallway. Honestly, it feels like I'm taking a kid to the mall or something. Sarah finds pleasure in the simplest things sometimes. Hey Sayori, what exactly are we doing for the festival anyway? I'm not sure how you make an event out of literature. Me and Monica have it all planned out. Don't you worry. Is that so? Yep, we're going to do a poetry performance. A performance? Of what kind? Well, everyone's going to take turns on stage and recite their favorite poems. That sounds kind of dull. BJ, you're not thinking about it the right way at all. It's not just about reading poems. It's about performing them. Like the lines of the poem, like, between my feet, the last remaining flower beckons to me. I switch the stem, freeing it from its clinging roots, caressing the final joyous moment between my fingers. But to what ends have I summoned this joy? For now when I look in every direction, the once prosperous field before me is but a barren wasteland. Like that. Sayori, how do I put this? I'm sure it's just me, but it's impossible for me to take you seriously when you talk like that. Eh? You meanie. I'm working super hard on this, I know. I just meant that it's a pretty unordinary contrast to your cute self. Don't say that. It's embarrassing. I guess that means I'm doing a good job. Yeah, I guess so. I'm so excited. The festival's going to be so much fun. Terry spins herself around the hallway again. Hey, this classroom over here is empty. Let's begin the mission. The mission, eh? It's been a long time since I've spent time with Sarah like this. But in the end, she hasn't changed one bit. She's nothing but a ball of sunshine, enjoying happy vibes from the world around her. It's a pretty nostalgic feeling for me. As the years went by, I began to hold myself up in my room more and more. So going adventuring with Sayori brings about a special sort of feeling I forgot I had in me. Silver into the classroom, Sayori heads straight to the closet and I follow. Let's see what we have in here. Crayons. Sayori pulls a box full of crayons off the shelf. I bet that they're the best brand too. They're kind of dirty though. Sayori starts pulling red crayons off the box, reading the color names. Alright, that's one down. Don't get distracted. Fine, fine. At least move aside so I can look for the poster paper. I dropped one by accident. Smack! Yeah! Sayori bends over and smacks her forehead right into the shelf. She falls to the floor and the crayons spill all over her lap. Oh, wow, wow, wow. You okay? My forehead. Sayori clutches her forehead. Geez, Sayori, that's just like you, isn't it? Come on, let me see. Since Sayori's sitting on the floor, I got her by the waist and pulled her out of the closet. You have to move your hands, Sayori. But it hurts. Still for a second. Sayori slowly released her hands from her forehead. I gently brushed her bangs to the side. Ow, sorry. There's a huge red mark in the center of her forehead. A bump is starting to form as well. Man, that's gonna swell up. I should find some ice. BJ, where would I even find ice around this time? I guess I'll go drink with you. You don't have to. I'm fine with looking like a unicorn. Oh, fuck. Even wincing from the pain, Sayori makes a silly joke. Huh, what are you saying? I'll be right back, okay? Okay. Pat Sayori on the shoulder and run out into the hallway. I look at the nearest vending machine. What should I get? It doesn't really matter since it'll be used as an ice pack rather than the drink. But I know Sayori likes apple juice, so I purchased that one. In just a moment, I'm already returning to the classroom where I left Sayori. She has one palm on her forehead and using the other hand clumsily scooped her hands back into the box. At least I'm already in the wrong spots before I spilled them. Sayori here. I hand Sayori the bottle of apple juice. It's nice and cold. Sayori opens the cap and starts drinking from it. Sayori, what are you doing? It's for your forehead, idiot. Ah, sorry, I forgot. Haha, how hard did you hit your head? Sayori places the bottle against the bump on her head. It stings, just barely. It'll feel better soon. Looks like you cleaned out most of the crayons, so that's good. Hey, BJ, this kind of reminds you of growing up, doesn't it? And what do you mean? You know how we used to play outside all the time? I'd always try to keep up with you. You were kind of oblivious in some ways. Like you usually fell behind or had trouble climbing on the things you did. Sometimes when I tried to do things I couldn't, I would get myself hurt. I'd fall and scrape myself or get a bump, and I would start crying really hard. Haha, and you would rush over as quick as you could. You would try really hard to get me to stop crying. It was almost like you blamed yourself and were afraid of getting in trouble if someone found out, even though it really wasn't your fault at all, you know? Did I really do that? Yeah, you don't remember? Come to think of it, maybe I do remember a bit. I guess I was always so focused on my games that I didn't pay enough attention to you. So in a way, it was my fault. Kind of like this time too. If I wasn't rushing you out of the closet, you probably wouldn't have hit your head. BJ, I don't think you realize it, but you're always thinking about other people. Even after all these years, you're rushing to help me even though I'm just being clumsy. You're really a sweetheart. But don't call me that, and I don't really do this kind of thing all the time. I guess when it comes to you, it just feels natural. Before I even know it, I'm treating you like that. I guess that's what happens when you've been friends for so long. Really? Maybe you're right. BJ, I'm so glad that nothing changed between us. I'm thinking about this forever. Forever, if I'm honest with myself, there's no telling where we'll each end up for college after that. So it wouldn't be fair for me to make any promises. But, well, I hope so. It's been this long already, right? Can't imagine you ever changing, so my hopes are up. I'm so happy. Sierra has a whimsical expression in her eyes. We remain silent for a moment. She's so silly and clumsy on the outside that when I see her deep in thought like this, it makes me not want to disturb her. I guess we should go back. I don't want to worry Monica, you know? Good luck with that. She's gonna see her forehead either way. And I fight it under my bangs. Sierra hops to her feet. She closes her forehead again. Don't stand so fast after hurting yourself. Well, I guess it's too late now. Anyway, let's go. I follow Sayori around the classroom. Sayori pushes her bangs trying to have the bump, but without much success. In a moment, we make it back to the club room. You're back. Good timing. I was just about ready to start with sharing our poems. And Sayori, your forehead. It's fine. Don't worry about. I was playing with the crayons to spike my forehead onto the shelf or into a shelf. Dot 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 dot. Well, anyway, were you able to find everything we needed? I have it right. Yeah? Sayori frantically glances around herself. I forgot all the stuff. Calm down, Sayori. I have it all right here. I found the poster paper too. Haha, sounds like you ended up doing all the work, BJ. Well, Sayori, I thought I'd come up with an excuse for Sayori. I made it an adventure. Yeah, that. Okay. In any case, good work. I'll start working on the poster tonight. Me too. Okay, everyone, are you ready to share your poems? Let's check out mine. Making sure the crayon box is closed tightly, I return to my seat. Alright, same order as last time. Dot dot dot. BJ, I really love your poems. I can't believe you've been hiding this from me. I'm not hiding anything, but your poems are so good. Yes, it is, and this one too. You can't tell me you haven't done this before. I mean, you're really the only one who feels that way, so. Eh? No way. Not even Natsuki? Well, I guess Natsuki's the least likely to admit how much he likes something. But I don't think it's that. What do you mean? Well, I guess I'll be honest about it. I thought you used to write poems when I was thinking about you. Eh? Whoa, 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 stop thinking weird things, idiot. I just mean that you're a really expressive person, I guess. I am supposed to write poems about my own stupid life, but you saw me make everything in your life an adventure. Even the little things. Like cooking. Let's not talk about that. So yeah, I guess what I'm saying is I can feel more feelings through you than I can through myself. We have that kind of weird connection. Cause you're forgetting my business all the time. Yeah? I don't know if I understand. You never understand when I try to explain things to you, do you, Sayori? I pat Sayori's head. Haha, hey, I'm not a kid, you know. Are you sure about that? Maybe. Sayori starts feeling with her pencil between her hands. Hey, BJ, will you give me your poem? I kinda want to keep it. Huh? Why? Because, well, it's the first time you've written something for me. Sayori, you completely misunderstood. I didn't write this for you. Are you even listening anymore? Well, whatever. I'll give it to you when we go home. Really? Snap. I broke my pencil. Sarah hastily bends down to pick up the piece she dropped, but being inattentive of her surroundings, she bumps right into me. Sorry. It's fine. I'll get it for you. I bend down and pick up the broken pencil. Sarah clutches the desk beside her to support herself, knees shaking. I'm a little clumsy today. Let's sit down, Sayori. Yeah. I grab Sayori's arm and help her sit at the desk. Anyway, I still haven't read your poem. Oh, sorry, I forgot about that. But it's not as good as yours. Please don't worry, I'm sure I'll like it. Bottles. I pop my scalp like the lid of a cookie jar. It's a secret place where I keep all my dreams. With balls of sunshine, all rubbing together like a bundle of kittens. I reach inside with my thumb and forefinger and pluck one out. It's warm and tingly, but there's no time to waste. I put it in a bottle to keep it safe, and I put the bottle on the shelf with all of the other bottles. Happy thoughts, and bottles, all in a row. My collection makes me lots of friends, each bottle of starlight to make amends. Sometimes my friend feels a certain way. Now comes a bottle to save the day. Night after night, more dreams. Friend after friend, more bottles. Deeper and deeper my fingers go, exploring a dark cave, discovering the secrets hiding in the nooks and crannies. Digging and digging, scraping and scraping, I blow dust off my bottle caps. It doesn't feel like time elapsed. My empty shelf could use some more. My friends look through my locked front door. Finally, all done. I open up, and in come my friends. In they come in such a hurry. Do they want my bottles that much? I frantically pull them from the shelf, one after the other, holding them out to each and every bottle. But every time I let one go, it shatters against the towel between my feet. Happy thoughts, and shards all over the floor. They were supposed to be for my friends who weren't smiling. They're all shouting, pleading, something. But all I hear is echo, 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 echo inside my head. Holy crap. Siri, did you really write this? Of course I did. Didn't I tell you yesterday I was gonna write the best poem ever? Yeah, but, I didn't expect something like this coming from you. Monica taught me a whole lot. I've been really in touch with my feelings recently. I see that. It seems kind of creepy. Creepy? Well, not exactly. Maybe because I'm so used to being cheerful. Well, never mind. I'm thinking too hard about it. The point is, it came out good, so you should be proud of it. Aw, thanks. I feel like I was meant to express myself this way. It even helps me understand my own feelings a little bit better. Writing's light magic. You're getting pretty passionate about this, huh? Hope you keep it up. Yeah, writing's the best. I'm gonna keep writing until I die. Don't get ahead of yourself. Sarah's always had a habit of getting obsessed with something before dropping it no more than a week later. I wonder if this is one of those times. Seeing the passion in her eyes makes it hard for me to be pessimistic. Okay, Natsuki. Hmm. I like your last one better. Huh? Really? Well, yeah, I can tell you were a little more daring with this one. But you're really not good enough for that yet. It felt flat. That may be true, but I just want you to try something different. I'm still figuring this all out. I always like poems that aren't trying too hard. I hate when people try to sound fancy or write admirable meaning just by using annoying, complicated language. Just make it simple, cute, and to the point. You're his head over heels for all this stupid nonsense, but I see right through that BS. Ha! Wait, hold up. This is different. This is different from any other playthrough we've did. What the heck? Jeez. Making your reader look so hard for all this deep meaning is just makes these have no meaning at all. I guess that's one way to look at it. Well, everyone has their own opinion, but my opinion is the best opinion. I'm sure you figured that out already. Anyway, here's my poem. Maybe you'll learn something. Amy likes spiders. You know what I heard about Amy? Amy likes spiders. Icky, wriggly, hairy, ugly spiders. And that's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a cute singing voice. I heard her singing my favorite love song. Every time she sang the chorus, my heart would pound to the rhythm of the words. But she likes spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. One time, I hurt my leg really bad. Amy helped me up and took me to the nurse. I tried not to let her touch me. She likes spiders, so her hands are probably gross. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a lot of friends. I always see her talking to people. She probably talks about spiders. What if her friends start to like spiders too? That's why I'm not friends with her. It doesn't matter if she has other hobbies. It doesn't matter if she keeps it private. It doesn't matter if it doesn't hurt anyone. It's gross. She's gross. The world is better off without spider lovers. And I'm gonna tell everyone. Not bad, right? It's quite a bit longer than yesterday's. It's just way too short. I was just warming up. I hope you didn't think that was the best I could do. No, of course not. The message is pretty straightforward in this poem. I doubt I have to explain it. Sometimes you can explain complicated issues with much simpler analogies, and it helps people realize how stupid they're being. Like, anyone would agree that the subject of this poem is an ignorant jerk. You know people like that? Of course, it's about how everyone thinks mine. That doesn't matter, it can be about anything. However, it can be easy to relate to. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or a guilty pleasure. Something that you're afraid if people find out, they'd make fun of you or think less of you. But that just makes people stupid. Who cares what someone likes, as long as they're not hurting anyone, and it makes them super happy. I think people really need to learn to respect others for liking weird things. Well, you're definitely right. At least I can relate to that. And I'm sure a lot of other people can too. It's what I do best after all. I don't like writing unless there's a good message to take away from it. Like conveying emotions is important, but I want to make people think, not just feel. Remember that. I'm gonna write a good one for tomorrow too, so look forward to it. Okay, Yuri. Let's see what you've written for today. Dot dot dot. Well done, BJ. Your skills are already improving. Really? Thanks, Yuri. Coming for you, that means a lot. Yeah? It's nothing. I'm just happy to help inspire fellow writers. I know you're new to this, so don't worry so much. It seems like you can't get your point of view perfect. You don't need to be afraid to be a little more daring. Metaphors can go a long way. Don't feel like you need to work your brain like turning a bunch of gears. Try letting your mind wander through your feelings, and write down the things you see and hear. That's one way to truly enable your reader to see into your mind. It's a very intimate exercise. I see. That's certainly an interesting technique. Thanks for sharing. I have an example of that if you'd like to read it. Of course. This is the poem you wrote for today. Yuri nods and timidly hands me your poem. The raccoon. It happened in the dead of night while I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. My attention was caught by the scattering of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendencies as an unordinary human. I give the raccoon a piece of bread. My subconscious is well aware of the consequences. Well aware that a raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. The enticing beauty of my cutting knife was a symptom. The bread, my hungry curiosity. The raccoon, an urge. The moon increments its phase and reflects that much more light off of my cutting knife. The very same light that glistens in my eyes of my raccoon friend. I slice the bread, fresh and soft. The raccoon becomes excited. Or perhaps I'm merely projecting my emotions onto the newly satisfied animal. The raccoon is taking to following me. You can say that we've gotten quite used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry more and more frequently, so my bread is always handy. Every time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows me its excitement. Rush of blood, classic Pavlovian conditioning. I slice the bread and I feed myself again. I was a little more daring with this one than yesterday's. I can see that. It's a lot more metaphorical. I don't know if it's my fault, but I can't begin to imagine what this poem is about. And that's right, it's a bit close to my preferred writing style, using the poem as a canvas to express vivid imagery and conveying emotions through them. Yeah, if I take it at face value, then I can't even figure out what it's supposed to mean. Well, I think it's something that different people can relate to in their own way. I want to express the way it feels for me to indulge in my more unusual hobbies. It's those sorts of things I'm usually forced to keep to myself. So I sometimes enjoy writing about them. Oh, that's funny. Huh? Didn't Natsuki also write something about that? About someone being ridiculed for strange interests? Huh? She did? Yeah. She was talking about how it doesn't matter what you're into as long as you're not hurting anybody. She's right. I mean, does she really feel that way? Yeah. Sounds like you have that in common. That's interesting. To me, she seemed like the kind of person who would make fun of my hobbies. I suppose that's my fault for judging, isn't it? Please don't tell her I said that. Don't worry, I have no reason to. Okay, well, thank you for sharing it with me. I'm sorry if I haven't learned to embrace my own weirdness. I would probably hate myself. I might be ranting a little bit now, but I'm glad that you're a good listener. Okay, Monica. Hi again, BJ. How's the writing going? Alright, I guess. I'll take that. As long as it's not going bad. I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece. I wouldn't count on that. You never know. Want to share what you wrote for today? Sure, here you go. I give my poem to Monica. Alright, that's pretty good. It makes me think of Sayori, like the other one that you wrote. You drew like the dynamic duo. That's kind of exaggerating it. Yeah, probably. We do spend a lot of time with her, even in this club, don't you? Then again, I don't blame you for being a little shy. I'm not shy. It's just I'm just teasing. I know it takes a bit of time to make friends with everyone, but you and Natsuga are super interesting people, so don't be afraid to give them their share of time. You can talk to me every now and then too. I'm not like unapproachable or anything, am I? No, it's nothing like that. I'm just still getting used to being here. That's all. Yeah. I'm sorry if I was putting pressure on you or something. I really didn't mean it like that. No, don't worry. I get what you're saying. Well, alright. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. Alright, let's take a look. Save me, the colors, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors, flashing, expanding, piercing, red, green, blue. An endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise, they won't stop. Violent, grating waveforms. Squeaking, screeching, piercing, sine, cosine, tangent. Like playing a chalkboard on a turntable. Like playing a vinyl on a piece of crust. An endless poem of meaningless. Load me. It's even more abstract than your last one, huh? Haha, I guess it's just the way I write. I'm sorry if you don't like it. No, I never said that. It's just the kind of thing I've never really seen before, I guess. I kind of like playing with my space on the paper. Choosing where and how the space works can totally change the mood of the poem. It's almost like magic. The way I wrote the lines really short makes it feel like they're trying to speak over the noise. I see. It's still hard for me to tell what it's about, though. Haha. Sometimes asking what a poem is about isn't the right question. A poem can be as abstract as a physical expression of a feeling, or a conversation with the reader. So putting it that way, not every poem is about something. Anyway, here's Marcus writing to Bill a day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. You never know when you might change your mind, or when something unexpected may happen. Wait, is this tip even about writing? What am I even talking about? Haha, that's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Okay, everyone, we're all done reading each other's poems, right? I have something extra planned today, so everyone can just sit in the front room. Is this about the festival? Well, sort of. Oh, do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? We won't need much more than a few decorations. Sierra has to work on posting, designing some pamphlets we can give out during the event. Okay, that's great and all, but it doesn't tell us what we're actually going to be doing for the event. Sorry, I thought you heard about it already. We're going to be performing. Performing? Puh. Monica. Yeah, we're going to be having a poetry performance. Each of us are going to choose a poem to recite during the event, but the cool part is, we're not going to let anyone else come up and recite poems too. So you're putting all in person in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time. Sierra has been coloring a poster, holds it up for us to see. Are you kidding me, Monica? You didn't already start putting those posters up, did you? And, well, I did. Do you really think it's that bad of an idea? Well, no, it's not a bad idea. But I didn't sign up for this, you know. There's no way I'm going to be performing in front of a group of people like that. I agree with Natsuki. I could never in my life do something like that. Imagining it, Yuri shakes her head in fear. Guys, now Sayori, I understand where they're coming from. I remember that Natsuki and Yuri have never shared their poems with anyone until just a couple of days ago. It's a lot to ask for them to recite their poems out loud to a whole room full of people. I kind of overlooked that. I'm sorry. Dot dot dot. But I still think we should give it our best. We're the ones responsible for the fate of this club. If we start the event and each put on a good performance, then it will inspire others to do the same. And the more people who perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone what literature is all about. Yeah, it's about expressing your feelings, being intimate with yourself, finding new horizons, and having fun. That's right. And there's those reasons that we're all in this club today. Do you want to share that with others? To inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you in the first place? I know you do. I know we all do. And if all it takes is standing in front of the room for 2 minutes reciting a poem, then I know you can do it. Dot 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 dot. Not seeking, you remain silent. Sayori looks worried. I guess that leaves me no choice. I agree. I don't think it's too much to ask. I think that Sayori and Monica have been trying really hard to get new members. The least we can do is help them out a little bit. Well, maybe, but dot dot dot. It looks like Natsuki doesn't have any arguments left. Uh, okay, fine. I guess I'll just have to get it over with. Alright. Phew. Thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Yuri? Dot dot dot. Yuri dejectedly glances around at everyone else's expectant faces. I guess I don't really have a choice. That's everyone. You're the best, Yuri. This club is seriously gonna be the death of me. Oh gosh. You'll be fine, Yuri. But anyway, let's move on to the main event. I want you to choose a poem of yours. We're gonna practice reciting them in front of each other. No way. Monica, this is too sudden. Well, if you can't recite your poem in front of the club, how do you expect to do it in front of strangers? Oh no. Don't worry. I'll start off to help everyone feel a little more comfortable. Can I go next? Of course. Now let's see. Monica gives her a notebook to the specific poem she has in mind for herself. She then stands behind the podium. The title of this poem is The Way They Fly. Ahem. Monica begins reciting her poem. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. More than that, her inflection is pristine. She knows exactly how to apply emotion behind each line she recites, bring the words to life. Is this something she's done before, or is she simply a natural? I glance around me. Everyone has their eyes on Monica. Sayori looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression on her face that I don't understand. Finally, Monica finishes the recitation. The four of us applaud. Monica takes a breath and smiles. That was so good, Monica. Thank you very much. I was just hoping to set a good example. Are you ready to go next, Sayori? I'll go next. Oh, Yuri's fired up all of a sudden. Yuri clutches a sheet of paper in her hands and stands up. Keeping her head down, she walks quickly over to the podium. This poem's called Yuri anxiously glances at each of us. You can do it, Yuri. It's called After Image of a Crimson Eye. Yuri's voice shakes as she starts reading the poem. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do this. Why is she suddenly putting in so much effort? As Yuri gets past the first couple of lines, her voice changes. It's almost like what happens when Yuri gets absorbed into her books. Her quivering words transform into the sharp syllables of a fierce and confident woman. The poem is full of twists and turns and a structure that she enunciates with perfect timing. This must be a rare glimpse into the whirling fire Yuri keeps concealed inside of her head. Suddenly she's finished. Everyone is stunned. Yuri snaps back into reality and glances around her, as if she bewildered even herself. It's not me to the situation. I'm the first to start applauding. Everyone joins me afterward, and we give Yuri the recognition she deserves. It's not that we didn't want to applaud for her, but we were caught so off guard that we must have forgotten. As we applaud, Yuri holds the poem to her chest and rushes back into her seat. Yuri, that was really good. Thank you for sharing. Dot dot dot. Yuri looks like Yuri's down for the count. Okay, I guess I'm next then. Sarah hops out of her chair and cheerfully walks to the podium. This one's called My Meadow. Ah. Haha. Sorry, I giggled. Sayori. It's a lot harder than I thought. How did you guys do it so easily? Try not to think of it like you're reciting to other people. Imagine you're reciting it to yourself, like in front of a mirror or in your own head. It's your poem, so it'll come out the best that way. I see. Okay then. Sarah begins her poem. Somehow it feels like her soft voice was made as a perfect match. The poem isn't aimlessly cheery like Sayori is. It's serene and bittersweet. If I were to read this on paper, I probably wouldn't think much of it. But hearing it come from Sayori's voice almost gives it a whole new meaning. Maybe this is what Sayori meant when she said she likes my poems. It was like I get to reach more deeply into someone I thought I knew through and through. Sayori finishes and we applaud. I did it. Good job, Sayori. Even Bijin liked it. This was a good sign. What does that even mean? It came out nicely, Sayori. The atmosphere of the poem fits you really nicely. but it might be that other poems wouldn't work quite as well with that kind of delivery. And I don't really understand. In other words, I've seen poems of yours where that sort of gentle delivery wouldn't work as well. You might need a little more force behind them depending on what you're reading. Oh, I know what you mean. Well, I've been practicing that kind of thing. It's just embarrassing to do it in front of everyone. Next time I'm going to make you pick a poem that challenges you a little more. We don't have much time for the festival, you know. Okay. Now, who's next? Natsuki? Don't let me go for a BJ. It's not like I can compare to you guys anyway. Might as well let BJ learn everyone's Spanish a little before I have to do it. Natsuki. It's fine, it's fine. I might as well get it over with. It's not like I have much, but it's not like I have much of a selection of what to read. I'll just have to go with what I wrote for today. I stand up and step in front of the podium. Everyone has their eyes on me, making me feel terribly awkward. I recite my poem. So I'm not exactly confident in my own writing, it's hard to put energy into it. Despite that, once I finish, I receive applause anyway. Sorry, I'm not really as good as everyone else. Don't worry about it so much. I think it's less about your abilities and more about your lack of confidence in your writing. That's something that'll improve over time, though. Yeah, maybe. Alright then. That just leaves you, Natsuki. Yeah. I'm going. Natsuki begrudgingly gets out of her seat and makes her way to the podium. The poem is called... Well, why are you all looking at me? Because you're presenting. Anyway, the poem is called Jump. Natsuki takes a breath. Once she starts reciting the poem, her sour attitude disappears a little. While she's still a little unenthused, her poem has a rhythm and rhyme to it. It's Natsuki's trademark style, and it works surprisingly well when spoken aloud. The words feel like they bounce up and down as if giving life to the poem. Natsuki finishes and everyone applauds. She hops back to her seat. That wasn't so bad, was it? Easy for you to say. You better not make me do that again. Well, do you at least feel prepared enough to recite a poem in front of other people? I mean, doing it in front of other people would be way easier. I could put on whatever face I want for other people. But when it's just my friends, it's just embarrassing. That's a surprise, Natsuki. I think it would be the other way around for me. Well, that's just how it is, so... Well, I guess in that case, we won't have much to worry about for the festival. That said, I want to thank everyone for coming through. It might be hard, but I hope that you all have an idea of what it's like now. Make sure you pick a poem and get enough practice for the festival, okay? I'll be making pamphlets, so let me know ahead of time what you'll be reciting. Jeez, I should probably find some other poem to recite instead. That's fine too. It doesn't have to be your own. I'm very pleasantly surprised that you're putting in all this effort for the club. It makes me really happy. Yeah, no problem. Okay, everyone. I think that's about it for today. And then the festival's coming up, but let's try to write poems for tomorrow as well. It's been working out really nicely so far, so I'd like to continue that. As with the festival, we'll finish planning tomorrow, and then we'll have the weekend to prepare. Monday's the big day. I can't wait. I can do this. Alright. I stand up. There's no way I'll be able to find the same enthusiasm as Sayori and Monica, but I'll do my best to get through it. If it's for the sake of the club and impressing Monica, then I have to do my best. Ready to go, Sayori? Yep. Look at you two, always going home together like that. It's kind of adorable, isn't it? Jeez, guys, don't make such a big deal out of it. It must be a little nice, though. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? It's okay, BJ, you don't have to say it. Whatever, let's go already. Welcome, Sayori, once more. Even though it's only been a few days, a lot of things have already changed. Today, Sayori's been a little quieter than usual on the way home. Hey, Sayori. ... Sorry, I was spacing out. No wonder. I was thinking about something from earlier. Like how we get to... Sayori humbles with her words. So let's just say that one day Yuri asked to walk home with you. Huh? What would you do? What kind of question is that? You're kind of putting me on the spot here. Well... I don't think it matters if I save here or not, but I want to make saves. I want to be really, really careful with how I do this ending. I'll still walk up to Sayori. Sayori, you really think I'll ditch you for Yuri? Huh? But she's so beautiful and smart. Jeez, I already see her in the club every day. Besides, you always seem to like going home together. I wouldn't just ruin that for you. You're so silly, BJ. You think about me too much sometimes. You would deserve it if she wanted it, so Sayori, I've already made up my mind. I really can't figure out sometimes. Sorry. Besides, what's the point of speculating something that's never gonna happen? The conversation trails off. It's kind of a weird thing for Sayori to care so much about. But I want to respect her and keep her happy too. Then again, the festival's only a few days away. Who knows what will happen in that time? Alright. Video's gonna end here. This game is really long. But I'm gonna get this done. I don't know how many episodes it'll take, but yeah. Anyways, if you guys enjoyed this video, like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys Well, honestly, this video, I think I said this before, but this video was literally just me reading. Again. But anyways, I mean, it was pretty boring. It was just literally me reading, but, yeah. This video's long. This game's long. But I'm gonna finish it. Anyways, if you guys enjoyed this video, like and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next one.